Yubi, Tori, Hazushi. Yubi, finger. Tori, hold or break. Hazushi, release. Finger hold, release. This is a technique that's a counter from when somebody grabs your four fingers. Now, why on earth would somebody grab your four fingers? Because this is the same setup for the come along later on in the yawara list. Moro Yubi Tori. Someone tries to grab you and set up for that come along. Fingers are going right across your hand. Index finger going just below the knuckle line. They're grabbing and creating that bending motion. They're going to come in, grab those fingers, and set up their come along. When they go for those fingers, this is your escape. You want to get that on before they lock the technique on. So when they come in and grab for those fingers, if they haven't got a good hold, you can just pull your hand out. But if they've got a good solid hold on your fingers and you can't release it, this is the technique you're going to use to free your hand. You're going to make a breaking wave motion with your arm. There's a few different nuances on here, so I'm going to break down the individual parts. First of all, there's the wave itself. A lot of people do this. That's only half of the wave. It's the end of the wave. If you ever go to the beach and watch the waves break, when you're in the water, you can feel the water pulling underneath. There's this undertow that pulls the water in to create the break. So I'm not just breaking here. Create your undertow and follow up. That's going to do two things. When they start to pull you off balance at all, it'll keep you from getting pitched forward. You can even kind of pull them off balance a little bit by sinking. And you're going to create the momentum to really put some energy into that breaking wave. So when the fingers get grabbed, you're sinking so you don't get put off balance, and to create that undertow to follow through with the break. Breaking wave. Second, just like the wrist grabs, when there's a single wrist grab, I don't want to stand square with somebody and do this technique while they're punching me with their other free hand. Whatever side they're holding me on, I'm going to pull in that direction, away from the other hand. Wouldn't hurt to put your other hand up, protect yourself as well. They're grabbing on this side, the other side is free. Sink and pull away from the free hand, hand up, breaking wave to follow through. Now you can simply do that technique to free your hand, but it's also a strike in and of itself at the end. You're usually right in the place where you're coming up against the body. My preferred target is going to just use the palm of my hand right on the nose. Sinking back, striking right on the nose. Alternatively, you can use the collarbone. It doesn't take very much pressure to break a collarbone right in the middle. So when it's coming up, as it's coming down, just turn your hand sideways and come down with a chopping motion on the collarbone. Also, that other hand is up to follow up. Sink, break, free, pop the nose, punch, palm strike, whatever you want. You can practice this with a belt. Just put it in the door, a little bit loose so there's some slack. Sink, follow through. You wrap it around a bag or something soft, you can hit it kind of hard. Otherwise, I'm just practicing my targeting. Sinking and following up. Following up. When I'm practicing this with a partner, I will alternate between targeting and power. I might do this and then just gently put my hand on their nose. Then I'll do it again, and then I'll slap the chest as hard as I would slap the face when I'm actually doing it. So, targeting, power. You can do that also with a bag, or if you have a soft surface, or some kind of surface you want to practice hitting with. Alright, our only variation, I believe, is the Sig Kufaroth inspired variation. You're simply going to turn your hand over, and the other palm, you're going to rake right down your own palm, right through the fingers. Again, they're only holding me with one hand. I don't want to just stand in front of them and do this while they're punching me in the head with their free hand. So I'm sinking, getting offline as I turn my hand over. Sinking, getting offline as I turn my hand over. This hand's up to protect me and also to chamber that release. When I free my hand, it's also chambering this hand. You want to follow up with some kind of a strike. Grab, sink towards that side as you turn your hand over, rake and chamber. My preferred follow-up is that you use a palm strike right on the jawline. Rake, palm strike. Rake, palm strike. You make whatever follow-up you want. Just know that once you've freed your hand, part of the freeing it motion is also chambering it, so you're ready to throw whatever strike you want with that side. Again, if you want to practice with a belt, just put the loop in there. This one I'll literally just grab the end of the loop, because it's about where the pressure is going to be on my fingers. Turn it over, rake, and chamber. Grab the belt, getting away from the free hand, sinking, turning it over, rake, and chamber. Good luck practicing Yubi, Tori, Hazushi at home.